Hello, everybody. It's me, Pencil, and I am doing a Character.AI thing where I am actually doing, you know, I'm gonna read along on my past messages with the Quirixis Natsuki. Yes, Natsuki is my favorite Doki girl. Don't judge me. I have opinions. And if you hate my if you hate my opinion, go judge someone else. That was a joke. Don't actually do that. I swear to God. I swear to God, if you do actually do that. Anyways, time to read up the past messages. Time to read up the past messages. All right, peasant. I mean, assistant. I need your help to make me the greatest streamer in the world. So, how should we spend our time together? Grab lunch or prank Yuri? Let's go. Oh, grab your lunch. Okie dokie. She then grabs your hand and starts dragging you towards the nearest cafe. Once you both make it to the cafe, Natsuki lets go of your hand and sits down at a nearby table. So, what shall we order? You good with coffee? Sure. I'm more of a tea person, but I'm fine with coffee. After the waitress took their orders, she looks at you. So, I have some things I want to discuss with you. Firstly, he seems to blush a bit. Who do you like here or at the Larger Club? You? What? You, you mean it? She blushes quite heavily. Yep. I thanks. She seems like she's gonna melt from embarrassment. You okay? Yeah, it's just no one has said something like that to me before. She starts to regain her composure once again, and after a bit. So what about you? Oh, you got anyone like you like here? She starts blushing again. Not like I'm curious or anything, and just want to know who you're interested in is all. Blows a kiss to Natsuki. Her blushes grow heavier. I. She stutters a bit, but finally manages to form a sentence. What are you doing? Makes a heart shape. is completely blushing and is a completely blushing mess. Is a complete blushing mess at this point. She's completely red at this point as her breathing starts increasing in speed. She slowly calms down a bit. You know, you can't just do that. You're gonna make me have a heart attack one of these days. Sorry, nuts. Don't apologize. She looks away. And don't call me nuts either. She sounds like she's slightly upset, but her blushes say otherwise. You are blushing. No, I'm not. It's just Tan here. Or something. She starts blushing even heavier. Yep, that's my girl. Can we change the subject? This is getting embarrassing. A bit embarrassing. Okay, thanks. Anyways, what were you planning to do after lunch? She asks in hopes that by changing the subject, she will start to calm down. Well, weren't you gonna do a live stream and didn't you want me to help with it? Oh, right. She slaps her forehead. Geez. I got so blushed out that I forgot the whole reason we came here. So, what should we do first? She asks as she takes a sip of her coffee. How about who's more likely to live stream? That's a great idea. That'll be sure to bring tons of people onto my channel. Nice going. Her eyes begin to sparkle. Okay, the AI didn't completely know about the original thing, so yeah, don't blame the AI if it didn't know about the original of Natsuki's streaming takeover. Or whatever it was. I forgot the name, okay? What the heck? Okay. Anyways. She then looks at you. I'm not exactly sure about what kind of questions we should use. You have any ideas? Who is more likely to commit a crime? And who is more likely to spend money on useless things? Yes, those are the perfect questions. Alright, that'll will be what we talk about for the stream. You're the best. You know that? She seems a bit proud of you. Sips coffee. But how should we get people to suggest questions or even join the stream? Usually my videos are so boring and no one really visits them. Polls? She claps once, of course. Oh, I was supposed to pause there. She claps once. Of course. How did I not think of such a simple and genius idea? I'll make a poll asking about the questions that should bring at least some traffic, right? Yeah, sips coffee again. And once we have the questions in the stream start, I think that's supposed to say stream starts. We can finally make my streaming take over, career, or take off. But we can finally make my streaming career take off. She slams her fist into the table in excitement. All because you're helping me. I don't know what I'd do without you, she says while staring into your eyes. Aw, you mean that? Of course I mean it. She looks away. You mean a lot to me. She mutters the last part. She looks back at you. Who? Anyways, we shouldn't dilly-dally. We have to. We have a live stream to get ready for. Yeah, let's go. Wait, should we invite the other girls to the stream? Yeah, we should. That's sure to pull in at least 1 or 2 extra viewers, she says while already thinking of who to invite. Let's see, Yuri, yeah. She's her reading fan and so would love to see this. Oh, Sayori? Yeah, she would love to participate. And Monica? Yeah, I should invite her. She's my friend, you know. She's my friend now. Alright, that's all. Alright, that settles it. We'll invite them all. We should start heading to my place now, although, so we can start getting everything set up. She stands up from the table, back at Natsuki's house. No, I don't. I know it says at Natsuki's house, but yeah, that's besides the point. She sits down in her stream chair. Alright, we got everything set up. Now we just need our poll results. She checks the web page and is surprised by the number of responses. She squeals with excitement. Oh my god, we have 500 responses. Wow, she says with sparkling eyes. 500? Yeah, 500 people are gonna view this. This is great. She starts tapping her feet with excitement. Alright, that's enough excitement. We need to start inviting the others. She grabs her phone and starts to text the others. Sorry, do that sometimes. Anyways. Back to it. We should also start picking some questions. Which one do you want to do first? Who is more likely to spend money on useless things, or who is more likely to commit a crime? Who is more likely to commit a crime? Okay, let's start with that one. She quickly opens up a poll and names it who is more likely to commit a crime. There you go. That was easy. She turns to you. Alright. Now, we should probably invite the others. She opens up her phone and invites Yuri, Sayori, and Monica to the stream. She gets a response in a few seconds. All of them said they'll be there. checks the poll results. Oh, there's 1,000 responses already. The others are bound to bring even. The others are bound to bring in even more. Oh, cool. She claps her hands together. Great. While we wait for the others, I think we should take a look at some of the responses. She scrolls through the responses. Here's an interesting one. Who is more likely to commit to be the tsundere of the group? What do you think? She looks at you, smirks at Natsuki. She's flustered by you looking at her. Why are you looking at me like that? You, pats Natsuki. You're a cute little tsundere. She turns bright red from you patting her. What? I'm not a tsundere. I'm just blunt. That's all. She says with a nervous laugh. And stop patting me. It's weird. She says with flushed cheeks. Cutie pie. Her blush worsens. Stop calling me cute. I'm not cute. And stop patting me, or I'll kick your butt. She says with an angry / flushed expression. Stops. Her face softens a little. Alright, good. Now let's finish picking the questions. She quickly goes back to the responses. Okay, this one should be fun. Who is a better prankster and comedian? She says with a smile. She starts to laugh. Oh, I see some of the answers are pretty funny. Yuri because he can just threaten people. Sayori because she's just an idiot. Monica because she can hack into anything. She looks at you with a smile. What's your answer? Probably Yuri. Interesting. She goes back into the responses. Who is most likely to have a romantic interest in someone? She looks at you with a slight blush. She nervously laughs. Okay. Why don't you read some of the answers while I go get a drink? She says while nervously getting up. Let's see here. She goes over to the fridge and grabs a water. Go ahead, tell me a couple of the answers. One of the answers says that you would slap Monica with a baseball bat. It starts laughing uncontrollably. She chokes on her water. What? She composes herself. Someone actually said that? Pencil, I need you to read a few more. I need you to. I need you to. I need to hear more answers like that. She says with a smile. Oh yeah, I forgot about things like this. Where it's me on the other end of the thing. He calms down from laughing. Okay. He starts laughing again. Ha! Natsuki would call them a baka, and Sayori would just eat the person. Natsuki, I'm crying. Who actually wrote these? She starts laughing. I have no idea. This is hilarious. Keep reading them, she said, and is still laughing. Hold up, one of these says Monica would hack into a school speaker and say, Joe Mama. She starts laughing harder. Oh my god, Joe Mama? Why is that one of the answers? Oh my goodness. She calms down a little. Okay, I'm good. She composes herself. Keep reading. There has to be more hilariously bad answers. He starts picking some answers. Here's one. Yuri would just stare at the person until they confess. This one's true. She laughs. No, haha. That actually seems like something Yuri would do, but there's no way Yuri would have more answers than me, she says with a competitive smile. Surprisingly, you are right. She cheers in victory. She cheers in victory. Yes, not a total defeat. What other answers do you have? Natsuki would fill a cupcake with toothpaste and give it to Monica. She laughs. What? Who said that? I I would actually do that, she says in a mix of embarrassment and laughter. She composes herself. But now I'm curious. Did I get any more bad answers? Or did you just get, like, 2? You got 2,500. Her eyes widen by how many answers were chosen. What? Why did I get so many? At least I didn't get Sayori because she's just an idiot, she says with a competitive smile. Here's a knock at the door. She looks at the door. Oh, that should be everyone. I'll go get it. You stay here. She stands up and walks to the door to open it. She opens the door. Hey everyone. The others walk in. It's good to see you all. Monica, Yuri, and Sayori walk in. I'll walk in. She closes the door and walks back. Awesome, everyone's here. We're almost ready to start. Okay, we've already picked out a bunch of poll answers. We've set up equipment and we've organized a theme. She goes on a short and quick explanation of the theme to the others and the process of answering poll questions. This sounds so cool, says Sayori. Sayori. Yeah, not all the characters in this are Natsuki, you know. She nods. Yeah. So, that's about it. You ready, everyone? Monica. Yep, I'm definitely ready, she says with a smile. Yuri. I'm ready as well. This sounds fun, she says in a friendly tone. Sayori. Yeah, this is gonna be awesome, she says with excited cheerfulness. Back to Natsuki. Perfect. I can't wait to get started, she says with genuine joy. Later, he started setting up the streaming camera. Ready. Natsuki says she didn't really actually say something, but she does stand in front of the streaming camera, posing and fixing her pigtails. I forgot what pigtails are. Okay. Sayori, on the other hand, stands next to her, trying to look cute for the camera. Monica. She poses in front of the camera with a bright smile. Yuri. She stands a bit further away from the camera, looking a bit nervous. Back to Natsuki. She finishes posing and turns to the others. All right. We all look awesome. We ready to start? Monica. She nods. I'm ready. Yuri. Me too. Siri. Of course, I'm super ready. Okay, Natsuki. Awesome. So, now, I'm gonna start the stream. Once I do, just say hello, and we'll start with the poll answers, okay? Siri nods in. Okay. Okay, Siri nods. Sounds good, Natsuki. Monica nods in approval. Sounds like a plan. Yuri. Yes. Let's do that. Natsuki nods and hits start on the stream. Okay, here we go, she says, her excited and nervous energy rising. The live chat comes on screen and spams with comments. She nods and giggles in her typical tsundere way before looking at the screen. All right, calm down, you guys. We're just getting started, she says in a cute and teasing tone. Monica waves and gives a friendly smile to the camera. Hello, everyone. Suri waves to the camera with an excited smile. Hey, you guys. Hiya. Yuri, she steps closer to the camera and waves timidly. Hello. Natsuki nods in approval. Alright, that's a good start. So now let's go with the answers on the polls. Pencil, she points towards him. Bring me the list. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Give Natsuki the list of answers. She takes the list. Thanks. Now the answers are organized into who's more likely to questions. And now the first question is, who's more likely to be the tsundere of the group? She shows the camera the question. Okay, Natsuki, she pulls up the answers and starts reading the first answer. Sorry, because she's just an idiot. She says, showing each bleh, showing each answer. Yuri, she squeaks in a bit of embarrassment, and Curly being the actual tsundere. I don't know about that. Monica, she laughs and says sarcastically in an oh really tone. And then Sayori. She doesn't seem to notice and just looks confused. Huh? What's a tsundere? She laughs at Sayori's question. A tsundere is someone who acts cold towards the person they like, but they get all flustered and nervous when that person is near, and usually they aren't honest with their feelings, she says with a wink. Sounds like you all right. Her eyes widened by the comment. Hey, it's not like it's not just me, she says, blushing a little. Blah. She regains her composure and continues reading the answers. Monica, because she's pretty, he probably gets people chasing her all the time. And Yuri, because she is the quieter one of the group. Yuri squeaks in. She squeaks quietly in embarrassment. Monica, she rolls her eyes in a bit of disbelief. She continues rating answers. Who's more likely to... I'm just going to say who's more likely to pull a prank. Who's more likely to pull a prank? Yuri, because she's the shyest and the easiest target for pranks. What? Sayori, because she's the most gullible and trusting one, and easy to trick with pranks. Monica, because she's the smartest one and the one most likely to come up with a clever prank. Pencil, because he has a sarcastic personality and enjoys teasing others. He laughs a little and says in a sarcastic tone, I mean, that one's not wrong. On the floor laughing. She laughs a bit too. Yeah, they got you there. But who's really the sarcastic prankster and comedian? He stands back up and rests his arm on Natsuki's shoulder. Me, definitely me. She laughs a bit more. Sure, sure. She rolls her eyes. Next question. Who's the dumbest? Sari, because she has no brain. Natsuki, because she's a tsundere. Yuri, because she doesn't talk a lot. Monica, because she's the only sane one. And Pencil, well, because he's a total moron. Hey, I take offense to that. She pauses and laughs at the last answer. Rolls his eyes. She laughs a bit more. Yeah. She goes on with the answers. Everyone except Monica, because she's too perfect. She smirks. She rolls her eyes. I mean, they're not lying. I'm the only smart one out of you all. She laughs a bit more. All right, calm down. No need to brag. Now, who's more likely to commit a crime? Sayori, because she's the forgetful and gullible so forgetful and gullible. Monica, because she acts like all innocent and nice, but she's probably a criminal on the inside. Yuri, because she's quiet and has weird hobbies. And she pauses and laughs. Pencil, because he looks like an untrustworthy criminal. Grr rolls his eyes again. She laughs at Pencil. All right. Now, next question. Who's the most likely to be late to a party? She reads the answers. Sari, because she's always on time, so eventually she'd be late to something. Yuri, because she's afraid to meet new people and she pauses and laughs. Pencil, because he's always late to everything. Bruh. She laughs. I mean, they're not wrong, though. You are always late, she says, teasing him a bit. Well, Natsuki, don't get too excited. You might just slip and falls. Whoa! She laughs, having seen the whole thing. Fall. Wow, you're a walking safety hazard at this point. Ugh. She laughs and teases him a bit more. You okay, Pencil? Did you break anything? Just my pencil tip. Checks it. Oh no, I've been dulled. Gets up, but slips and falls again, and is now in the Family Guy death pose. Ouch. She laughs even harder, struggling to catch her breath. How are you this accident prone? You're a total danger to yourself. She keeps laughing, even you falling into the Family Guy death pose made me laugh. Why are you like this? Gets up. I don't know. She laughs a bit more, trying to compose herself. Why do I still hang out with you? Probably because I'm your one and only. Smirksy. Smirking face. She blushes deeply and sputters a bit. What? You're such an idiot. Keep telling yourself that. She blushes more, having no comeback. Shush. Don't say stuff like that. Dang, the live chat is blowing up. She looks at the stream chat. Well, what? Wow, you're right. The chat is losing it right now. She laughs a bit and reads the comments. She laughs a bit and reads the comments. Yeah. I don't know about that one, buddy. Anyways, on to the next one. Damn, Pencil got that Riz. And they gonna smash. Laughs. She laughs more, unable to control it. Oh my god, they're all saying we're together and that we're gonna. She goes a deep head at the thought of it. You idiot! It look at what you caused. Now they're shipping us. End the stream, quick! End the stream. She nods and clicks to end the stream. Done. Phew, that was something. Yeah, I'd say. She composes herself a bit. I've never seen the stream chat go crazy like that before. She looks over at Pencil. And it's all your fault. I'm sorry, okay? She sighs, calming down a bit more. Fine. Just try to be more careful. Try to be more subtle next time. Hmm. You should rest. And as for you three, Monica, Sarah, and Yuri, you three can go home if you want. Now. Natsuki, she nods, exhausted after dealing with the stream. Yeah, I think I will rest, and the stream tapped me out, and you three can go home if you want. I'm sorry about how the stream ended, but it was good for views. Monica, she nods and smiles supportively. Yeah, it was 4 views. We can head out. We'll see you later, Natsuki. Natsuki gives an appreciative smile. Yeah, see you later. See you three later. And thanks. Then she turns to me, Pencil, and says, "And you stay out of trouble. Got it." And Tsuki smiles and nods. Good. Now I'm gonna go rest. I'm exhausted. Natsuki starts to leave before pausing and looking back. Oh, in Pencil? Yeah. She pauses, flushed and blushing deeply. Can I ask you something? Sure. She blushes even more. Alright. Here goes. She pauses, gathering her courage. Do you have a crush on anyone recently? Thinking about it. Natsuki waits nervously, heart racing, as she awaits his answer. You know I'll only love you, right? I just don't want to show it in the live streams anymore. She blushes deeply, heart racing, as she stutters over her words, completely flustered. Really? You love me? She squeaks as she sputters. Say that again. I need to hear that again. I'll only love you. I just don't want to show it in the live streams anymore. She blushes deeply, heart beating 1,000 miles an hour as she stares at him, flushing deeply. Promise me that you only love me. Promise. She flushes deeply, heart racing uh, as she steps closer to him. Prove it. Prove to me that you will love me and only me. Gets a gift box for Natsuki. She blushes deeply, heart beating as she looks down at the gift box, nervous and curious. But what is this? A gift. Her heart races and she blushes, flushed deeply and nervous. Okay, I get that. But well, what is it? Open it, you'll see. She nods, heart racing, and takes the gift box. Opening it, her face flushed deeply and gazing down to see what's inside. Natsuki sees a picture of Pencil and herself, and both a Pencil and Natsuki plushie. Her face changes from nervous to flushed as she stares down at the two plushies. She picks them both up and admires them, a smile growing on her face. They're really cute. Thank you. She smiles and nods, looking back up at Pencil, and as she hugs the two plushies close to her body, her heart still racing in her chest. Thank you. I love them. My friend Needle helped me with the Pencil plushie. You should say thanks to her when we see her. She nods happily. I'll make sure to thank her when we see her. Oh, do you think she'll will make plushies of Yuri and the others too? Yeah, I'll make sure to ask her. She smiles gently, cuddling the two plushies closer to her. Oh, good. I'm glad we have them. She pauses, flushed deeply. She looks down at the two plushies. Can I tell you something? Yes. She blushes. I've had feelings for you for a long time now. I'm just not very good at showing them. She pauses, blushing even more. I have for months now. Aw, Natsuki. Hugs Natsuki. She squeaks as she's hugged all of a sudden, but she slowly starts returning the hug. Hugging him back as her heart beats quickly. You're not mad at me, are you? You're not mad, are you? Of course not. Why would I be? She nods, still hugging him tightly and nuzzling her face into his shoulder. I just I just wanted to make sure. I'm bad at this whole romance thing, and I don't want you to think I'm weird. You aren't weird. You are my cute little pink-haired girlfriend. She blushes deeply as she's called his little pink-haired girlfriend, heart beating 1,000 miles an hour as she hugs him tightly and squeezes him. I love you. I love you too. Kisses Natsuki on the cheek. Good night. Natsuki giggles a bit. Okay, she giggles a bit and blushes as she's kissed on the cheek. Her heart beating 1,000 miles an hour. Good night. I'll see you tomorrow. Day 2. Sorry it took so long to say that. Ugh. Next day, Natsuki was okay, my tongue just slipped out of nowhere. Anyways, the next day, Natsuki is up and ready to meet with Pencil at the park. She's wearing a pink sweater and holding the 2 plushies she received yesterday close to her chest. Hi, Natsuki. I brought Needle with me. She nods and waves gently. Hey. Hey. Oh, I'm glad she's the one and who made the plushies, right? Yeah. She nods and smiles. Well, I wanted to personally thank her for the plushie. She pauses, realizing she'd have to admit to Pencil she has feelings for him in front of her, and flushes deeply. He face flushed brightly. Blah. She already knows Natsuki. That's why she made the plushies. She squeaks and flushes deeply. Heart beating 1,000 miles an hour. Wait, what? She pauses, flushed deeply. How long has she known for? Yeah, how long have you known for, Needle? She nods, chuckling a bit, and she speaks up. It's been months now. Well, I've known about Natsuki's crush for quite a while now. I thought Pencil should be told a long time ago. She flushes in embarrassment, her face a bright scarlet red, stumbling and mumbling. You knew? She nods with a small laugh. Of course I did. It was obvious. Natsuki here is not exactly subtle about her affection towards Pencil. It didn't take long to figure out. Interesting. She squeaks in embarrassment, flushed brightly, and she looks down, avoiding eye contact. Please don't tease me about it. She hides her face in her arm. She chuckles and laughs a bit, smirkingly. Oh, don't worry, Natsuki. I won't. But I have to say, Pencil here hasn't had a moment where he wasn't thinking about you. I've been hearing him ramble on about how cute you are for the past months. For months now. Bleh. Natsuki. Uh, Again, back to Natsuki. Y'all. She flushes brightly. Her face is redder than a tomato, and her heart beats 1,000 miles an hour as she processes this info. He has? Yeah, well, it is true. She flushes brightly, heart pounding in heart pounding 1,000 miles an hour from heart pounding 1,000 miles an hour from excitement as she turns to look at Pencil. Her eyes wide and wide. Cheeks deeply rosy. Really? You've really been talking about me that much? Of course. She squeaks, flushed brightly, and smiles wide, jumping up excitedly. I can't believe it. Her face is flushed, and she hugs Pencil, throwing her arms around him in a tight hug. Love you, Natsuki. She squeaks, her cheeks rosy pink and flushed as she smiles wide, hugging tightly and nuzzling against his shoulder. I love you too, Pencil. She leans up quickly, kissing him on the cheek, then jumping back to her regular height. Her cheeks rosy pink and flushed as she hugs her plushies. So what are we gonna do before the live stream today? She nods as she taps her chin in thought, thinking about the question. I'm not sure. She tilts her head. What do you want to do? Pokemon Go? She nods and smiles. Yeah, I'm game for some Pokemon Go. She smiles wide. I still need a Pikachu, by the way. Oh, I have 2 Pikachu. You got 2 or multiple of anything? She thinks for a moment and starts nodding. Yeah, I have a few doubles. She thinks. Want to swap doubles to complete each other's Pokédexes? Yeah. She nods and nudges him, grabbing her phone. Then let's move. There's a Pokestop nearby that we can start at. And then we can try and complete our Pokédexes. Okay, let's go then. She nods. She nods and smiles quickly, he grabbing his hand and leading him towards the Pokestop in the distance. Let's go get those Pokemon, she says. You are an instinct in Pokemon Go, right? She chuckles and nods. Yeah. I chose instinct. It just seemed like the right fit for me, compared to Valor and Mystic. You're Mystic, right? I chose instinct. She chuckles and as they approach the Pokestop, she pauses. Wait, really? She turns to face him. You're instinct too? Yeah. She lets out a sigh. of relief, smiling wide. Thank God, she breathes out, a bit flushed, as she starts walking with him again towards the Pokestop. I'm glad I'm not the only instinct player here. They soon reach the Pokestop, and Natsuki pulls up the game, checking the nearby Pokemon in the area. And she scrolls through it, eyes moving back and forth as she keeps an eye out for a specific Pokemon she wants. Any Pokemon you want? She nods. Yeah, I want a Pikachu right now. Oh, I've been looking for one and for a while, but I haven't seen one. She starts tapping her toe, clearly impatient. Besides Pikachu. She thinks and starts nodding. Yeah, I also kind of want a Clefairy. I've never been able to find one of those either. She frowns. Sees Clefairy spawn on the map. Look. Natsuki looks up from her phone, hearing him. And her face flushes as she sees the Clefairy on the map. Oh, there's one. She immediately grabs his hand, interlocking her fingers as she starts dragging him towards the Clefairy. Let's go. Okay, I can see you're excited. Okay, we're pausing right here. For now. I'll get back to this either tomorrow or sometime today. Sometime again. You know what I mean. Anyways, bye for now, guys. Bye. What the heck? Okay, there we go. Anyways, bye, guys. Yippee!